This is Kevin Stein, Deputy Director at the California Reinvestment Coalition. I want to take a couple of minutes to talk about CRC, some of the work that we've been doing, and our new strategic plan. I've been at CRC now for 20 years, and during that time, we've been fighting predatory lending and working to increase access to financial services and credit for low-income communities and communities of color throughout our state. Through it all, we have seen many problematic financial institutions, many predatory products and practices, and many failed and harmful policies. But one constant has been that these bad actors, bad practices, and bad policies have all had a disproportionate and devastating impact on families and communities of color. Without meaningful access to mortgages or small business loans or basic banking services, predators have been able to extract wealth and income from working families, leaving them without the opportunity to get ahead or pass on wealth to the next generation. I still get angry when I think about a Federal Reserve Board hearing held in 2006 in San Francisco. This was at the very beginning of the subprime crisis, when scores of families of color came to testify as to how they were lied to, promised affordable loans in Spanish or in Vietnamese, only to find English-only documents that told a completely different story, or seniors from red-line neighborhoods who were sold loans that they did not understand and certainly could not afford. Where we have seen discrimination and harm, CRC has begun to take legal action. When we saw a bank in Southern California fail to reinvest adequately in the community, instead foreclose on tens of thousands of homeowners, and redline neighborhoods of color by depriving them of adequate access to bank branches and home loans, we not only opposed the bank merger, but we also filed a HUD complaint against them. We have since filed 2 cases against the Trump administration, one for gutting the nation's anti-redlining rules, and another for failing to develop a rule that would finally show whether lenders are providing fair and equal access small business lending credit to business owners of color in neighborhoods of color and to women-owned businesses. And while we fight extractive and discriminatory practices, we also want to construct a path towards a more inclusive and fair economy by pushing for a public bank, by fighting for community control of affordable housing and real estate in order to prevent Wall Street and private equity from once again gobbling up our homes, and by putting in place policies that will prevent the further displacement of BIPOC communities. We know that there is much work to be done to help families build wealth. Our strategic plan calls on us to be more explicit, more thoughtful, more diligent, and more brave in fighting systemic racism and white supremacy. That is our charge, and we hope you will join us. Thank you.